Before we begin, if you're between 60 and 80 or even beyond, and you want to know how well your body is really aging, take a second to subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Because what you are about to hear today might completely change how you see yourself. Now let me ask you something. What if I told you that your body is already giving you clear signs about how long and how well you're likely to live? Not through complicated medical tests, not through expensive reports, but through simple, everyday actions. Things you do without even thinking. And if you can still do these things today, you're not just aging normally, you're aging exceptionally well. In fact, you might be on track to live longer, stronger, and more independently than most people your age. Let's start with something very simple, but incredibly powerful. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. Think about it. The next time you sit down and then stand back up, pay attention. Do you push off with your hands? Do you lean forward to get momentum? Or do you rise smoothly, using just your legs? Because this one small movement reveals so much about your body. It shows your leg strength, your balance, your core stability. And these are not small things. They are the foundation of your independence. Because weak legs don't just make standing harder. They increase your risk of falling. And falls are one of the biggest threats to independence as we age. But if you can still stand up easily, without relying on your hands, that's a powerful sign. It means your body is still supporting you. Still strong, still capable. Now let's move to something just as revealing. How fast you walk. This might surprise you, but walking speed is one of the strongest indicators of longevity. Not just how far you can walk, but how confidently and quickly you move. When you walk, does your body feel steady, purposeful, in control? Or do you feel slower, more cautious, easily tired? Because walking is not just movement. It's a reflection of your entire system. Your heart, your lungs, your muscles, all working together. And when you can walk at a steady, brisk pace, without feeling out of breath, that's a sign your body is still functioning efficiently. It means your heart is strong, your endurance is intact, your energy is still there. Now let's talk about something most people don't think about until they start losing it. Balance. Try this. Stand near something safe. Lift one foot off the ground and see how long you can hold that position. If you can stay steady for even 10 seconds, that's a very good sign. Because balance is not just about standing still. It's about coordination. It's about your brain and body working together. And when that connection is strong, you move with confidence, without fear, without hesitation. But when balance starts to decline, everything changes. You become more cautious, more restricted, and over time, less independent. That's why the small test matters so much. Now let's go a little deeper. Can you get down to the floor and back up again without help? This is something many people avoid. Not because they don't want to, but because they're not sure they can. And that hesitation says a lot. Because this movement requires strength, flexibility, coordination. And when you can still do it, it means your body is working in harmony. But when you avoid it, your body slowly loses that ability. And once it's gone, it becomes much harder to regain. Now pause for a moment. Think about yourself. Which of these can you still do comfortably? Standing up with ease, walking with confidence, balancing steadily, moving freely. Because these are not just actions. They are signals. Signals that tell you how strong your body still is and how well it's supporting you. Can you carry a full grocery bag without struggling? This might not seem like a big deal, but think about it. When you lift and carry something heavy, you're not just using your arms. You're using your shoulders, your back, your core, your grip strength, and all of these systems working together tell a powerful story about your health. Because strength is not about the gym. It's about daily life. Carrying groceries, lifting objects, handling your environment with confidence. If you can do these things without strain, that's a strong sign your body is still capable, still resilient, still independent. Now let's move to something that challenges both your body and your endurance. Climbing a flight of stairs without stopping. Be honest with yourself. The last time you climbed stairs, did you feel strong? Or did you feel the need to pause halfway to catch your breath? Because stairs are not just steps. They are a test of your heart, your lungs, your leg strength, and your energy. If you can climb steadily, without feeling exhausted, that's a powerful sign. It means your cardiovascular system is still working efficiently. Your body is still supplying oxygen properly. And your endurance is still intact. Now let's talk about something even more important. Your memory. Because physical strength matters. But mental sharpness matters just as much. Ask yourself, can you remember recent conversations? Names? Details from yesterday? Or do you find yourself forgetting more often than you used to? Because your memory is not just about remembering things. It's about your brain's health, your circulation, your mental engagement. And when your memory stays sharp, it means your brain is still active, still functioning well, still supporting your independence. Now here's something many people overlook. Your sleep. How you feel when you wake up says more about your health than you might think. Do you wake up feeling refreshed, ready for the day? Or do you feel tired, heavy, like you didn't rest at all? Because sleep is when your body repairs itself. Your brain resets, your cells recover, your energy restores. And if you're still waking up feeling rested, that's a strong sign your body is functioning properly. It means your internal systems are still balanced, still working together. Now take a moment and think about everything we've talked about today. Standing up with ease, walking with confidence, balancing steadily, moving freely, carrying weight, climbing stairs, thinking clearly, sleeping well. These are not random abilities. They are indicators. Indicators of strength, of resilience, of longevity. And if you can still do most of these things, you're not just doing okay. You're doing incredibly well. Now here's the most important part. Even if some of these feel harder than they used to, that doesn't mean it's over. Because your body is always adapting. Strength can be rebuilt. Balance can be improved. Endurance can be increased. Memory can be sharpened. But only if you take action. Small steps, daily habits, consistent effort. Because the people who live the longest are not the ones who avoid aging. They're the ones who stay engaged with life, who keep moving, keep learning, keep challenging themselves. Now let me ask you one final question. How many of these signs do you still have? Because that answer tells you more than you think. It tells you where you are. And more importantly, what you can still become. Because aging is not about losing everything. It's about maintaining what matters most. Your strength, your independence, your confidence. And as long as you keep working on those, your future is still full of possibility. Thanks for watching.